Look at them racing down there, folks. We're getting ready for the Bloody Run Canoe and Kayak Classic coming up next month. Joining us now is Dr. Casey, who is the president, and Deanna. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm glad you two reached out to us and everything. Looks like a real fun event, and it's all going towards a nonprofit as well. So tell us all about it.
Well, we kind of hopped on board with this a couple years ago here. The event itself has been around since 1981. There was a group of fellows that had started this organization many moons ago, and then we have kind of revamped it and brought it back. It was non-existent. COVID kind of wrecked a few things there for a while. But we've turned it into a fundraiser. So this year we're raising funds for the local sportsman's club, the Everett Sportsman's Club, where our local rifle club actually shoots, and they're, what, 10 years? Running state champions right now.
Yeah, they've done great.
So it's a cool thing for the community and for the kids.
Definitely, yeah, and it's much more than just a race as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is, it is. Like Casey said, it started several years ago with a group of guys just sitting around. They had a passion for floating down the river and decided, hey, let's have a race. Well, what ended up happening is the first race back in the early 80s started out a one-day event, but then different organizations and groups added different things to it, and it kind of took on a life of its own. So they had a strongman competition at one time, craft and food vendors. They had a flea market, a classic car show. I think at one point they had a triathlon, but it was really good for tourism. It brought people in. What started as the race was a one-day event became a weekend excursion. People coming in and looking for lodging, places to eat, shopping here. So back in its heyday, it was really something. We've brought a lot of those events back, and we look to continue to grow. Again, like Casey said, post-COVID. So, but in the afternoon from 6 to 10 this year, we'll have the strongman competition, which I would not participate in, but it's fun to spectate. And then we'll have the food and craft vendors. Last year's event, we had well over 500 people attend, so it was really great. We also have, for any Penn Staters out there, we have the band Velveeta, who still is around and playing. They're just as awesome as ever. So they have a huge following, and we look forward to having them as well, playing from 7 to 9.
I saw that. Can't confirm Velveeta is awesome, so looking forward to that. Got a duck race as well and some prizes.
Yeah, we're selling raffle tickets too that we have out now, and then we have a whole host of stuff that local business owners and stuff have donated to it. I mean, it's pretty wild, all the stuff that the community has pitched in to help get this event up and running again.
Yeah. You're wearing last year's t-shirts. If you register by, what is it, August 30th, you can get yours?
April 30th.
Yeah, April 30th. Wonderful. Yes, so with the race, where are we starting? Where are we finishing? How long is it? How does that work?
So we opted to stick with just the 5-mile race, which in years past, they've done a 5-mile and a 9-mile. So we will start just upriver of town in an area called Luttsville, and then float down through town, actually underneath 2 bridges that go right through the center of town. And then our pull-out place is the Everett ball fields down there where the Little League was, which actually last year, that's what we raised money for, was the Little League projects that they have going on. So that was cool.
Nice. Okay, so are you providing your own kayak, your own canoe? Can you team up with somebody? How does that work?
Oh, I was going to say, go ahead. They would be responsible for bringing their own and supplying their own canoe and kayak. I will say we just got confirmation this morning that we will have shuttle service, which is important to a lot of folks too. So they can park, register, drop their vessel off, yeah, thank you, and then come back down and we can take them back up. So it'll kind of break down some of the traffic and just makes things a lot less stressful for folks that are wanting to participate.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. The Sportsman's Club doing a lot of great things. They're also raising money for these scholarships as well for some of the kids.
Yeah, this actually, the Rifle Club has sent, I don't even know how many kids to school now on scholarships from the opportunities that they've received with shooting with the club and performing as well as they have. So it's been an awesome, kind of almost looked over opportunity for a lot of the kids in the area. And it's not just kids from the Everett School District. We co-op with, is it Tussey Mountain and Bedford as well. So there's 3 school districts that actually send kids and shoot at the Everett Sportsman's Club.
Awesome. Yeah, you two mentioned it. Not only a great economic opportunity for the area, but just a great way to enjoy nature, right? And enjoy all of the amazing things that the area has as well.
It is beautiful outside, and it does encourage people to just get out on the river and take advantage of it. So we're pretty blessed in this area to have so much.
Yeah, so with the race, is there a first, second, third place prize?
We have there's different categories based on, you know, the amount of participation that we have. So there's men's and women's categories for sure. We have folks that bring recreational canoes and kayaks. So really, if you have something that floats, we'll make it work. But we have had folks that traveled a ways in that actually do this semi-professionally and bring some pretty incredible, you know, canoes, kayaks down. And then we have prizes for first, second, and third in each of those categories.
Fun, yeah, and I saw new this year there's going to be a kind of a float around afterwards.
Yeah, we are going to host a float for fun afterwards for anybody, just to kind of make it all inclusive for anybody that maybe doesn't want the competitive edge part, but just wants to get out of the on the river and support us. So. Yeah, that'll start registration for that. Registration for the race starts at 7 in the morning, with the race to start at 9. And then the float for fun registration starts at 10:30, and then they'll head out around noon.
We had the one picture of the guy with his dog.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure you see a whole lot of different people coming together for this thing. But yeah, it should be a ton of fun. If anyone's interested in participating, how can they go about signing up?
So we do have a Facebook page, the Bloody Run Canoe and Kayak Classic. We do try to keep it updated. Everything, the information is there. If you would be wanting to participate in the race. There's also still room for the strongman competition. If anybody would like to sign up for that, we have that information on there as well. Ticket raffles. Yeah, and like I said, we do try to keep things up to date. So we would encourage you to like and share, so that you can keep in touch with us.
Yes, yeah, we had that QR code that takes you right to their Facebook page. The Strongman, what are some of the competitions they're doing?
There's quite a hodgepodge.
Oh my gosh.
They're doing 5 or 6 different events. Just off the top of my head, I know there will be a tractor pull. Last year we had done a truck pull on Main Street, tire flip, there's deadlifts,
Yeah,
farmers carries. Like it's a pretty involved thing, but we had teenagers up through, you know, some folks that were in their 40s that signed up for this. So it's quite a variety. So we do a youth category as well as men's and women's, and the folks that did it last year had a ton of fun with it. So I think we have some repeats for this year, and everybody's kind of excited. It's a great crowd pleaser too, so it's fun to watch even if you don't participate.
Well, and this year we'll have an event for youth too. I'm not totally sure how that's shaping up, the people that are in charge of the Strongman, but it's going to be something that's just another add-on, and I think that'll be well received as well.
Absolutely, yeah. So folks, much more than just the race, but again, if you're interested in that, go ahead and sign up by April 30th to grab their t-shirt for this year as well. And yeah, plenty of activities going on that day in May, so we'll have all of that info over on our website, WTAJ.com. Ladies, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome.